This week's SourceFed Nerd Movie Club film was Carrie. Exacting revenge on someone who's done nothing to you is a horrible thing to do. I suppose that the other thing to learn from this is that parenting, good parenting, is very important. I can't believe the impact that those two things had on this girl. Carrie stars Sissy Spacek as Carrie White, who is a very sheltered girl who lives with her super religious mother. By the end of the film, you understand that Carrie's mother is extremely damaged. And while that is not an excuse for what she did, at least it kind of makes a little bit of sense. But overall, that is at least 50% of why Carrie ended up the way that she did. I've seen this film before and it makes me so uncomfortable because while killing everybody at your school dance is not a good thing, you relate to her in the sense that she deserves justice for the life that she has been handed. People are hateful to her. I don't think they give enough background on why the popular girls decide to pick on her constantly, and maybe she's just a scapegoat. What I saw happen was popular girl makes fun of sheltered girl. Gym coach punishes popular girl. Popular girl is mad. And instead of exacting revenge on the gym coach, she punishes the sheltered girl even further. Also, teenage girls are assholes, especially when combined into groups. There is a huge amount of mob mentality in this film. I got made fun of a little bit at different points in school, and I can imagine what it feels like to be Carrie White, at least a little bit. And I don't understand it. So Carrie is this girl in this town, and it's coming up on prom season, and after she gets picked on and then the popular girl who picks on her gets in trouble, the popular girl decides to exact her revenge by getting a really cute guy in school to ask her to prom. Why, you ask? Well, that plays out in a way that we are probably all aware of at this point, with a bucket of pig's blood. But as the story goes along, you see that this cute guy doesn't really want to ask her, but then after he picks her up, he genuinely seems to be having a good time with her and wants her to try and enjoy herself at prom as much as possible and encourages her to dance and to have a good time. And whether or not he genuinely is in the right or in the wrong for doing this, he doesn't seem to be aware of this massive prank that's about to happen when they get crowned king and queen. And poor Tommy. So all this happens. It's really unfortunate. A bucket of pig's blood is tipped over above her after she is crowned prom queen, and rage monster ensues. So a very sheltered girl who has telekinesis and is terrified of people because they make fun of her has pig's blood dumped on her head. So when you see this poor girl covered in pig's blood walk home and then find her mother tell her that she wished she'd never been born and attempt to kill her, it's not hard to understand that she would protect her own life by crucifying her mother with kitchen knives. But then the whole thing goes wrong and the power of her telekinesis overwhelms her and the whole house caves in. I can appreciate this film because of what it is, but it makes me so uncomfortable because of the story that it tells. Poor Carrie has no one on her side. She is living alone in a world where she wants to be accepted by her peers and loved by her mother, and neither one of those things are happening. I can't imagine how alone a person would feel in that situation. And I'm not saying I would set a building with people inside on fire, but I would be pretty bummed. Carrie is based on a book by Stephen King. The reality of how scary people are in real life situations is my favorite thing about Stephen King, and I believe that holds true for Carrie. I would like to say that I don't know when film blood started to look accurate, or at least a little more accurate, but in this film it looks like red paint. It stains like red paint and it sits like paint. That being said, I can't wait to see the remake of this film. And while I am not normally a fan of remakes and reboots and sequels and prequels and the endless amount of nonsense that people go to instead of coming up with original content, this is a story that would probably reach a whole new audience if updated. So I can appreciate that. And I'm into it. While this is a film that I would suggest to other people who haven't seen it for its classic nature and the fact that it's Stephen King based, I will probably not watch it again unless it is recommended for me in this kind of situation. But it's a good film. I'm slowly learning that there are a lot of really good films that, while I recommend them to other people, I don't ever want to watch again. So yeah, that's what I think of Carrie. This review was for SourceFed Nerd Movie Club. If you want to join us, I'll have a link below to where you can go and watch the latest episode of SourceFed Nerd and check out what we're doing and make a review of your own. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you later.
You just watched Stephanie talk. Don't forget to tell her what you thought. Share and like, maybe subscribe. Stephanie was